granddaughter Patience, and Thursday I have her, and Friday I have her. So today I'm trying to think up something to do fun. I don't know what. I don't think we're going anywhere. And tomorrow we're going to go, just poke me in the eyeball now, we're going to go see the Barbie movie. I never thought in a million years this would work out, that I would have to see the Barbie. Do you know how many movies I would rather see? It's not because I'm political about it, or I just think it's stupid. I'm gonna put up a brave chin for her though. And I said, you know what? There'll be popcorn, movie popcorn. So I'll make the best of it. The sun is rising. I got an early start-ish, and here we go, a brand new day. Welcome to my channel. If you're brand new, I hope you'll stick around, leave a comment, push the like button, and if you're not brand new, welcome back, friends. See you later. All right, everybody, here is my recipe du jour. It's of the day. So I'm going to make Hasselback apples. You've probably heard of Hasselback potatoes, but have you heard of Hasselback apples? So I will show you what I'm going to use for this, and then I'll show you what I do as I go along. I'm going to cut this recipe in half. It calls for 2 apples. I am using a Cosmic Crisp apple for this particular time, but you can use other apples too. I'm going to use some golden light brown sugar, some maple syrup, and this is the Great Value pure maple syrup. I usually get it from Costco, but they must have not had it, or I forgot it, so I got it from Walmart.
Hi.
And then I'm going to use these spices. Now, here's the deal. The recipe called for apple pie spice. I have no apple pie spice, but I found a recipe. So, this recipe called for these spices, and you can see in here, I have 4 tablespoons of cinnamon, 1½ teaspoons of nutmeg, ½ teaspoon of allspice, 1 teaspoon of ginger, and 1½ teaspoons of cardamom. I'm going to mix all that together and put it in a jar. Would you get my jar for me, lovely assistant Patience?
Yes.
We mixed all the spices are mixed together to make apple pie spice, and then Miss Patience put that label on for me. And so we'll put these away back into the cupboard where I keep my spices. This is 1 tablespoon of light brown sugar. If you were going to make 2 apples, you would use 2 tablespoons, but I'm only going to use this 1 apple here. All right, I have everything ready to go. I have 1/8 cup of very finely chopped walnuts. Oh, I do need to melt that. That's 2 tablespoons of butter. That's 1/8, it's a quarter, but I filled it halfway full of maple syrup. I used real maple syrup, but you could use regular. I just used what I have. Also, I'm sure stick margarine would work, even though I used butter. And I think I used regular salted butter. It doesn't matter. And then I've got 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. I've got stuff under my nails. Sorry, I was gardening this morning. And then apple pie spice that you saw me make. I think you saw it. And I have sprayed the 2 little pans here that I'm going to use. And lastly, I'm going to put all this aside. I'm going to melt that butter first. Wash up this apple and see what I can do about Hasselback. Now, I don't have a great history with Hasselback potatoes. I can't tell you how many times I've cut one in half and said, oh, we got 2 now. You know what I mean? But I'm going to try my best. I'm going to lay these chopsticks down in hopes that I don't hit table. But first I have to wash it, peel it, and core it. Just like peel out the core. You cut it in half and take the core out of each half. You'll see. She's peeled. She's cut in half. Now I gotta go after it with a grapefruit spoon to get the core out, I think. I got the cores out relatively easy, and here are the apples, and here comes the scary part, Hasselback and apples. This is nerve-wracking, and I'm not making these slices as small as I should be. Wow. The apples are sliced. It's hard to tell because I don't have a, you know what, I should get my other big lamp. I think I'll do that. All right, I've got the butter melted, added the spices, the maple syrup. What else did I have? I don't know, you saw it. Butter, maple syrup, spices, and brown sugar. That's all that's in here. Mix it all together and set it aside for a second. I'm not sure what's going on next. I got these nuts here ready. So here we go. I'm just about ready to put these in the oven. I just wanted to put about half of this mixture across the apples nice so they get a little coating all over all the apple except for the bottom. You put it flat side down, so whatever drips down there will be down there. There we go. Now I'm going to save half for after it's cooked. Try to keep it from spilling. And also the nuts, they're also being reserved for after they're cooked. So these are ready to go in. The oven beeped, 400 degrees. I'm going to get these drips because they'll smell like they're burning. Cover them in 20 minutes at 400. And now we got something else to do. Now I just need to put the remaining brown sugar, butter, spices into the nuts and mix it all together. And in 20 minutes, I'll take the apples out and I'll put this stuff in the cracks best I can and on top and bake it some more. Doesn't this look good? Can you guys hear Miss Patience out on the porch? She's got a friend that she's streaming live with. The friend's in Michigan, I think. Yeah, Michigan. And she was her BFF and she moved away, and so they still get together several times a day for chat. They went through each other's purses this morning. Cute, so cute. However, it was too loud for me to film. All right, these have done 20 minutes covered in 400 degrees. They don't look much different than they did when they went in. Anyway, I'm still hopeful. Now, this got harder, because it's butter. And so it said it was okay to warm it up some in the microwave or whatever it is that you would use to warm it up. And now I'm supposed to put these nuts on these. We'll see. We'll see how this works. I'm making an executive decision. These apples are still quite firm. They're going back in the oven for another 10 minutes, and then I'm going to work with this other stuff. I can't remember. Did I tell you that I used walnuts, but that you could use any nut? Pecans would be good in this too, and whatever it is that you like. You might not even want nuts in it at all. Maybe you all have an allergy to tree nuts or whatever it is. So, you be you with how you want to do this part. Okay, it did another 10 minutes, and I think it is softer now. Let me see if I can give it a poke. Yeah, it's definitely softer, and it needs more than 20 minutes, in my opinion. It took 30. But maybe that's just the type of apple I used. I did use a Cosmic Crisp, and crisp is in its name. Now we're going to see if I can get some of these nuts between these. They said to put it between the, lines. I just don't know. I'm going to try. I'm going to get a butter knife and kind of put it in soft and move it aside. Maybe that'll work. Okay, so this does work. So what I do is I take this knife here, this butter knife, and I put it in one of the slits, and I just kind of went like this and then drizzled it down. So that may be what you have to do too. Hey, I was talking to myself again for the last 5 minutes. I forgot to hit video. Anyway, I was saying at first I scooped it in with a spoon like you saw, but then I figured out I could just pick up that ramekin and pour it as I held it open with the knife, twisted a little bit and held it open. I also wanted to share that I think it could easily, don't quarter it, go ahead and just use the amount it says to use, and you can get a lot more that way. I think it could use more. That's my story, and I'm going to put it back in the oven for 10 more minutes. The last 10 minutes it goes in uncovered. I'll try that again. Timer, 10 minutes. Okay. I'm going to check it at 5 anyway to make sure it's not burning. Well, they're done. And this was my first try, and I didn't get them all very even. And this was my second try. It was a learning curve, and I got these better. So something else that I did, instead of 10 minutes at the end, like it says, I did closer to 15. I also took this turkey baster, and I took some out of this, and I did the top. Now, the suggestion is to let this cool down so that you can actually handle it, and either put some homemade whipped cream on top or a scoop of vanilla ice cream. So there's that, and you could do whatever you like. I imagine maple nut ice cream would be very good too, or apple pie ice cream. There's so many flavors nowadays. Anyway, that's that. Let me show you real quick so that you know. This came from the cookbook that I got yesterday at a garage sale. Steve and Kathy Ducey, the Happy Cookbook. And here is their recipe. Hasselback baked apples. What does that say in blue? Oh, makes 4 servings. And I halved it, so I got 2 servings. And here's their rendition of what it should look like. Mine does not. Well, you know what? Maybe if I had taken it out of the thing, but I like these little serving things. I think they make the dish look cute and autumny. So, that's my story. If you liked what you saw and you saw what you liked, I hope you consider subscribing, maybe making a comment, maybe giving me a thumbs up. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.